wasn't Sonny who picked up.
No, it wasn't Sonny.
Who was it? Not done?
No, come in. Come on, seriously, come in. Really good to see you.
Good to see you.
What's up?
I'm thinking of running for public office.
Is that a joke? Because if it is, I don't get it.
I'm serious.
Oh. Okay. What are you thinking of running for? City council?
Congress.
Congress? Really? Like the U.S. House of Representatives in Washington, D.C. Congress?
I think it's a bad idea, don't you?
No, I don't. I mean, this is all, it's coming out of nowhere. I haven't seen you in forever, and wow. Why?
An opportunity came up, and I'm thinking of grabbing it.
What kind of opportunity?
Congressman McConkey isn't seeking re-election, and he offered to endorse me.
How do you even know Congressman McConkey?
Nina introduced us.
What's that? Okay. So, how'd it go?
It was pretty simple, actually. Everybody was kind. I signed some papers, and they handed me this.
Box, not an urn?
It's a scattering box. It's well, the name's actually pretty self-explanatory. Yeah, this is all that's left of my dad. And tomorrow, after they scatter his ashes, he'll truly be gone forever.
Whatever they came for, it looks like they didn't get it. Jason made them pay for it. For breaking in, so why is this my problem?
It's your problem, Sonny, because someone tried to kill Jason here tonight. And you have been very vocal about your anger towards him.
FBI, step aside.
Mr. Corinthos.
Jagger.
I have a few questions for you about the attempted murder of Jason Morgan.
The pirate's favorite.
Oh. Thank you, that's very thoughtful of him.
Yeah, he hoped it might help a little. Tomorrow's gonna be a hard day.
It will be. Thank you.
You already said that.
Yeah, I guess I did. I haven't been drinking.
It's not what I was looking for.
You weren't?
No. But I am here to check in with you. Because tomorrow is your dad's memorial. And because I want to support you. And because I love you. Any thoughts? About scattering your father's ashes?
No. Wouldn't dream of defying my father's wishes.
Okay, then what's wrong?
I can't help but feel a burial is permanent. It's a place to visit, to talk to him. But this kind of feels like I'm throwing him away.
Well, what if he stayed here?
What?
Yeah, what if we put him on the mantle and got a really nice picture of your dad? We put it right next to it, and that way you can see him and talk to him whenever you want.
I don't think my brother would go for that. Besides, I'm the executor. It is my job to fulfill my dad's wishes, not my own.
What you're feeling is understandable. Okay, you're missing your dad. So however that's making you feel is right and appropriate. And you grew up believing in good old-fashioned burials. And you want to have a connection to your dad's physical body.
I guess, but my dad wanted
To be everywhere. To be on the wind, on the ground, on the water on the lake, so wherever you go, wherever you are, he's with you.
That's a nice spin.
Look, I truly believe that Gregory isn't gone. But his spirit will always be close because he's in you.
It's a kind thing to say.
It's not just kindness. It's the truth. I see it all the time in your kindness and your decency and your sense of humor. What your dad really truly was, all his goodness and his values, it lives on in you.
Well, I always liked McConkey's policies, but Nina, she's not someone I would think he would be friendly with.
No, McConkey was friends with her father.
Oh. Okay, well, so what'd you do? Crash a high tea at the House of Representatives?
Nina had a meeting with McConkey. I tagged along just to kind of pitch a big urban renewal project that I'm working on.
How'd that go?
He's tough. He's got a forceful personality.
Well, nothing you're not used to.
He appreciated my tenacity, signed on for the project, and then shortly after, suggested I run for his congressional seat.
Are you gonna do it?
Well, I haven't decided, but I'm leaning in that direction.
Okay. So, why are you here? Do you want me to talk you into it, or do you want me to talk you out?
There's a lot of reasons to do it.
Yeah. I mean, power, money, influence.
I was actually thinking about serving our nation and the people of the district, but
Of course you were.
but I gotta be realistic too. I've got to weigh the side, you know, for myself, for the people that I care about. If I sign on for this, then the first thing that's gonna come up is
Your latest stint in Penville. Wow. One lunch with Nina, and the whole insider trading thing rears its head again, huh?
yeah. And if it does, if I do run, your name is gonna come up. The whole thing is gonna be dredged up yet again, and I need to know if I commit to this, how you feel about the possibility of that.
I have no more questions. You're free to go.
I've trusted you with everything. Anna, you need to trust me too. Who picked up?
You had a fight.
Whoever it was. You recognized them. I could see it on your face.
It was Valentine.
Are you sure?
Of course I'm sure. I'd recognize his voice anywhere. Oh, gosh. I told you, didn't I, that Valentine was the one that brought the pikeman offer to Sonny in the first place. I thought it was just an intermediary, a go-between. I had no idea he was in this deep. No idea. But then the moment I heard his voice on the phone, it all made sense. The attack on you? That is tried and true WSB tactic. It's making a volatile incident into something that it's not. Like in this example, taking advantage of the hostility between you and Sonny. Hiring mob hitmen connected to Sonny so that everybody would assume that he was behind the attack on you.
I mean, it's working. Even people in Sonny's life think he's responsible.
Did you?
I thought it was possible.
But you still weren't going to give him
Doesn't
up.
matter. Sonny's innocent.
Oh God, let's not get carried away. He's not complicit in the attack on you, but he's far from innocent. I mean, I bet good money that the man hasn't taken an innocent breath since his teens.
Okay, maybe not.
But you were still going to protect him.
You were going to protect Valentine. You recognized his voice and you told me that I was free to go.
Yeah. And the moral of this story is what?
I understand why you want to cover for Valentine. But I need to know why he wants me dead. I have to confess something. I'm surprised to see you at an actual crime scene instead of raiding warehouses where no one's committed a crime until after you arrive. And I'm not used to showing up at the site of a gangland hit and finding the gangster ordered it waiting for me. You're a real time saver. This is my place, so I actually want to report a break-in.
You know, I gotta say, Sonny, you guys made a real mess.
Yeah, what guys are you talking about? The forklift guys? The packaging guy? Or my clipboard guy? Because none of them would have anything to do with this. Jagger.
All these shots fired and Morgan still walks away. You need to hire better help.
Agent Cates, your insinuation that my client had anything to do with this is both offensive and slanderous.
Please. We both know Sonny's fingerprints are all over this.
Go ahead and look. You won't find anything.
Because you covered your tracks?
Agent Cates, please search to your heart's content. But this conversation with my client, as scintillating as it might have been, is now over. He will not be answering any more of your questions.
Well, I am glad to hear you say that.
Oh, why's that?
Because I can place him under arrest and question him down at the PCPD.
For how I treated you when I was drinking, and now I'm apologizing for how I'm speaking to you when I'm not.
You don't need to apologize again.
Thank you.
But I do feel like I just need to say that the way you spoke to me was really unsettling.
I know. I would give anything to be able to undo that. Just make it so it didn't happen, but I can't. All I can do is keep trying to get better and keep moving forward. I'm going to 2 meetings a day as a precaution.
That's great.
I'm not going to drink again. But even if I did, I'm not an alcoholic.
What do you mean?
I'm an addict. I got hooked on sequestrol when I was fighting Blackwoods. But it was not like I was doing it to get high. It was literally keeping me alive. But then when I formulated a cure, I couldn't stop.
But you made a point of not drinking.
Yes, once I got clean, I made a decision to not drink out of caution. But as far as drinking was concerned, alcohol was never really the problem.
On what grounds will you arrest my client, Agent Cates?
Attempted murder. 2 men entered the warehouse and tried to kill Jason Morgan.
I was across town at the time of the attack.
Well, it's not like you to do your own dirty work.
Well, then, should the person who actually did the dirty work be the one that you arrest for the attempted murder of Jason Morgan?
Funny you should mention that, Miss Miller. Because your other client, the intended victim, Jason Morgan, just so happened to kill one of his would-be assassins. And we were able to identify him as a low-level contractor, affiliated with a crime family with whom Mr. Corinthos had known to do business.
I think you left out the term allegedly.
Forgive me, allegedly. Now, Mr. Corinthos, if you'd like to come with me.
Now, why would he do that when all you've presented is the thinnest of circumstantial evidence? Animosity between longtime colleagues and one dead gunman who may be connected to people who may or may not be connected to my client. That's hardly grounds for arrest, don't you think?
We're in the process of collecting additional evidence now.
If the hit had succeeded, it would have killed 2 birds with 1 stone. First, eliminating you. You infiltrated Pikeman and you know too much. And then it would have got Sonny out of the way, framing him for your murder. And then Pikeman can operate undisturbed. Oh, God, that is classic Valentine. Classic. You know, Brennan and I, we all went to WSB training together. He and Brennan, very good friends.
Okay, so what was that like?
Oh, you know, I mean, Jack, he was a rising star. He was very charismatic and highly intelligent. That's what the 2 of them they had in common.
So, what, they were allies?
Yeah. Valentine had a very, very bright mind. But he faced these kind of physical challenges at the time. But Brennan always saw him, or at least treated him, as an equal. But you know, when I brought this up to Valentine, like their friendship together back then, he just kind of downplayed it. Like he said that they barely knew each other.
Just covering his tracks.
Yeah. In retrospect, I think that Valentine Brennan in prison, there's no doubt in my mind that he's running it.
Thank you. That's what I needed. You're gonna have reporters banging on your door. You're gonna have people bothering you at work.
I have security.
At Bobby's?
At Bobby's, I have Jason. I'm sorry.
Nothing to be sorry about. But now that you mention him, he's your close friend. He's a known associate of Sonny's.
He's your brother. So in addition to our brush with insider trading, you have literal family ties to alleged organized crime. And you're worried about me?
All I can do is answer truthfully to whoever asked, the press, my opponent, that I got nothing to do with Jason. I never really did.
It's still a lot of dirty laundry by association. Are you sure you want to do this?
Still with me.
It's a lot. It's a lot. And it's a long shot that you'd win.
I'm still weighing the options. But the more I think about it, the more I really believe that I can make a difference.
I admire your idealism. I don't get it, but I admire it.
And let's not forget, while they're doing the digging, they're going to have to remind everybody that I serve my country honorably, and that I'm involved in a major urban renewal project, and involved in a nonprofit that fights cancer. A disease that took my son.
Oscar would be proud about that.
Now, which part?
All of it.
I'd like to believe that. Brings me back to my original question of whether or not I should run. I really believe that I owe this to my family, to the people I care about, the people of Port Charles, that I need to step up. And I gotta try.
Grief really does come in waves. Half the time I can't move. I miss him so much. How do I go from that to just forgetting that he's gone? Just something will happen and then I'll reach my phone. So, once I called him, just so I could hear his voice. I want him back so bad. I want another day, another week, months, another year. Until I remember what that time would be like. Wheelchairs and ventilators. Not being able to reach out and touch the ones that he loved.
You would have hated that.
It was already a struggle for him. And then I realized he held on as long as he did for us. To keep his promise to us. And once that promise was kept, and he knew that we were safe and happy that he could go peacefully, on his own terms and without pain. And now talking about him like this, it just makes me want him back even more, and then I feel like a hypocrite, so I don't...
Listen. You can grieve his passing and feel relief that he's not hurting anymore. You can want him back with everything you've got and still let him go. You can miss him terribly and celebrate that he lived an amazingly rich life filled with people that he loved and who loved him. If you want my opinion, here it is. If this is something you want to do, you should do it. McConkie is smart, and he is tough, and he has a great record. And somehow, with the gridlock in Washington, he's able to get a lot of good things done. So if he wants you to replace him, that means he thinks you're suited for the job. Trust his judgment. And when you consider the alternative, your opponent is just awful. And if you don't step up, you can't complain about the outcome of the election.
That's what I was thinking.
Right. And if you crash and burn, at least you tried.
What about you?
I'm fine. You don't have to worry about me. I've had tons of practice in saying no comment.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, you've given me a lot to think about.
Good. You know what? Good luck.
Thank you, Carly. Thank you.
Hey, just so you know, if you do run, you got my vote.
You ever heard the phrase innocent until proven guilty, Agent Cates? Well, proof is something you are sorely lacking. Yet here you are, you're making threats, you're pointing fingers. Oh, by the way, your superiors at the FBI are going to receive an official complaint from me regarding the way that you have harassed my client. Now, is that really the road you want to go down? Or perhaps you were just a little hasty in threatening to take my client into custody?
We can wait until the rest of the evidence comes in.
Sound reasoning, Agent Cates, indeed.
Good night, Jagger.
You know what the best part of all this is, Sonny?
I can't wait.
That you'll go down for trying to kill Jason Morgan, the last in your line of proteges. Of all the kids you took in and exploited, including Karen and Stone, Jason's probably the saddest. Because you turned him into a killer. You took a young man with brain damage, and you turned him into your enforcer. Then after a lifetime of doing your bidding, you turn around and try to kill him. That's some thanks. Yeah, I am really gonna love seeing you behind bars once and for all.
Can you believe that guy?
He really had nothing to do with this.
I wasn't involved. You thought I was?
I did. And I'm not the only one.
Thank you for trusting me.
Yeah, wait, where are you going?
I'm going to find Cates and tell him the Valentine's the head of Pikeman.
No, why would you involve Kate?
Well, because that was the deal. If I give the FBI the head of Pikeman, the FBI gives me my life back. I'll tell them to contact you for details.
No, I can't let you do that.
So-and-so lost their battle to whatever. But my dad, he fought like hell. He jumped out of a plane for Pete's sake.
You got Alexis to do it with him.
And once he knew his time was limited, he made the most of every single day. And it wasn't just a battle. It was an all-out war. When he started having trouble walking, all I could think about was how athletic he was when I was a kid. He used to go for runs. We'd play basketball in the driveway. Now, ever since he got sick, when I run or go play basketball, all I can think about is him. What if he didn't lose his battle to ALS? Maybe he won.
Damn right he did.
So I guess I should follow his example that he set for me. Living life. Pursuing joy. More joy. And not wasting happiness. That is the best way to pay tribute to my dad.
I love that idea. Let's do that. It's my understanding that AA and NA deal with the addict's need to alter the reality, regardless of the method they use to alter it.
Right. It's not like I become a drunk because I had a couple drinks. I had one slip. And part of me felt like that gave me permission to have another. It's wrong. But I was hurting, you know, I found my dad and the way they took his body out of here, it just put me in a dark place. And maybe I wouldn't have opened that bottle if Harry hadn't had that glass of champagne. But it did. I drank. And now I've stopped. I have no desire to drink. Pretty much ever again.
So you're saying this was just a one-time thing?
I hope so. You know, there's plenty of people we know some of them, they're in recovery for addiction and they have a drink every now and then. I can't say who they are.
I know who you mean.
I cut alcohol out of my life as a precaution, not because it was the problem, but to prevent another one.
Even so, you still won't drink again, right?
Okay, what's going on? Did something happen with Christina?
This is not about Christina.
Okay, look, if you're here to see Donna, she's already...
Something happened tonight, Carly. And I wanted to tell you face to face. It had nothing to do with me.
Okay, what happened?
Somebody attacked Jason at the warehouse.
What? Is he okay?
I don't-
Is he in the hospital?
He's not hurt.
Oh my God. Okay, how do you know this, Sonny? Why are you telling me this?
Rick called me. He told me 2 gunmen were after Jason. One is dead, the other one got away. And Agent Cates thinks it was me. So does my own lawyer. But it's not me, Carly.
heard Valentine pick up a call from an assassin's phone. I didn't record it. I have no hard proof connecting him to the attack on you, let alone Pike.
I don't give a damn about Pikeman, okay? I just want out from under the FBI, and the way to do that is tell Cates about Valentine.
You know, if you involve Cates, he will come in guns blazing. And Valentine will outmaneuver him, and all of this will amount to nothing.
Hey, that's on Cates. Once I give him Valentine, Carly is free to go. I can walk away. Whatever happens after that is not my concern.
What are you talking about? If Valentine gets away and the FBI doesn't get what they want, they will never let you go, Jason. And you know that.
Okay. Okay, I won't go to Cates until we get the evidence.
Fine. Okay. What are you doing?
I'm going to get the evidence from Valentine.
Man, you inherited the best parts of her.
Yeah, well, that might not be all I inherited. There's a chance, it's a slim one, less than 10%, that he may have passed down a predisposition to ALS. What if what happened to him?
There's nothing we can do about it, right?
I don't think so.
And if it happens, we deal with it then. Until then, we live our lives.
But if it happens, I don't want that for you. I don't want you to have to take care of me.
Elizabeth, I'm not going to drink again. I'm not going to take that risk.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
It really does seem empty here with him.
Not just the room.
Do you want me to keep you a little bit of company?
Thank you. But I think I need a little more time alone.
I understand. I should go home.
Yeah. Please thank Aiden for the brownies.
I will. See you tomorrow.
I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow.
How exactly are you going to get evidence incriminating Valentine from
Okay,
Valentine?
Valentine's probably not running Pikeman from his EOQ offices, so that leaves his house.
But you think he has evidence like that lying around his home?
Evidence that we need? Probably not. But it could lead to something and it's worth a shot.
And shot is exactly what you will get when his security catches you breaking and entering. On top of that, Valentine will now know that he's blown.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty good at this.
I know. But you weren't trained by the WSB, and Valentine was.
Okay. You have another strategy?
Yeah.
What?
I think the only way we get solid proof that Valentine is running Pikeman is if I get it.
Well, if you get it, how is you breaking in different than me breaking
I don't have to break in. I'll be invited in.
in? Well, you don't think Valentine suspects that you're onto him?
Of course he does. But he also loves me.
I don't know how far that's gonna get you.
Get me inside. And then when I'm in, I can get us the evidence that we need to bring him down. But I'm gonna need time.
Myself clear, I'm still angry and I want him out of biz, but I did not try to have him killed.
Why don't you tell Jason yourself?
You know why?
Because he's a traitor, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Except you know he's not. He's not your enemy. And you know that deep down, or why else would you be here?
Yeah, but
Okay, so there's a greater chance of you getting it randomly. It could just as likely be me.
do not say that.
Why not? It's true.
Because I can't bear the thought of you going through what he did.
What if I had ALS? Would you bail? Or would you stick around, take care of me? There are no wrong answers.
Of course I would stay.
Are you sure about that? Because I'm already a handful.
Better or worse, sickness and health.
Exactly. We're in this for the long haul. So whatever comes, whatever happens, we stick together.
Okay then. We stick together.
If you really believe that Jason turned against you, you wouldn't give a damn if he thought that you tried to take him out. You still care about what Jason thinks.
Jason is a FBI informant. In my world, that means you have no code, no honor. I don't want anything to do with him anymore.
Anna, I'm sorry. Sounds like you're playing some kind of long game with Valentine, and I do not have that kind of time. I need to move right now.
If you do that,
I've been trying to get out from under the FBI for almost 3 years. You can't ask me to keep waiting
I'm
anymore.
asking you to trust me.
Anna, it's taken up so
I'm
much.
telling you, Jason, that if you want to bring Valentine down, the only way to get him is for me to do it personally.
Is it too personal?
I can do this. But I need backup. And I need that to be you.